what isn't the patriarchy? I feel like that's the better question.
It's a systemic ideal that
Okay, so basically she can't define it.
masculinity, men,
Male power, male dominance.
the traditional idea of what a man is.
The patriarchy.
So nature. So did you kind of hear that? That's what the patriarchy is. It's nature. It's reality. And to an extent, I don't think she's entirely wrong, right? I do believe in male headship. I do believe there is a degree to which men are the leaders of society, right? And maybe you'll call me sexist. Hey. It's true, though. It is. Am I wrong? You look at any society in human history. Name me any that were led by the woman, because it's not nature, right? It's not reality. I'm a Christian. Obviously, the Bible teaches about male headship, but even without that, you can observe it in any society. There's not really a truly matriarchal society on earth. And you might look at ours or the West and say, well, what about feminism, all this stuff? I would still argue, yes, you can force diversity quotas and all this stuff in the workplace and whatever, but to a large extent, you still look, most CEOs, most like politicians and stuff still tend to be men. I would argue I do believe in patriarchy. Because like I said previously, I actually do believe to an extent that men are supposed to be the leaders of society, right? And I know people get mad, but like I said, human nature vindicates this. And as a Christian, I think also my faith, it's what my faith teaches in many ways. But again, you can notice this in a secular way. You just look at history. You look at any way that a human society builds itself, and you can, but we have feminism now. The only reason, you understand too, the only reason feminism is allowed to exist is because things are good, right? We are in good times. The patriarchy of the past built us all that we see around us. And I would also make the case, too, that feminism is tearing it down. But regardless, feminism cannot exist in any state of nature. If everything were to tear down tomorrow, if the nukes came down and, it was fallout and human society had to start over, would the feminists step up and lead? No. What would happen is the strong men, the alphas in any society, the ones with the ability to lead, would step up. The women and the weaker men would follow them, much like animals do, much like the tribes in the Amazon and Africa do, right? Because that is the natural state of human existence. That's a natural state of human existence, is patriarchy. And as a conservative, I believe in that, because I believe that, yes, there are ways in which you specifically craft society. But like I've said so often, I believe as a conservative, you cannot fundamentally reject human nature, right? Conservatism is about the understanding of human nature, whereas liberalism is the pursuit to reject human nature, to defy reality, And so I personally think, and I think I'm vindicated by the consequences of feminism, that no matter how advanced society gets, no matter how technologically advanced and all this stuff we get, still fundamentally, humans are still humans. Nature is still nature. Okay, so that's why I would say even in the 21st century, with all the technology we have, I still fundamentally am quote unquote pro-patriarchy, because I still think, yes, our society is more modern, it's more complex and advanced than your hunter-gatherer tribe, but human beings fundamentally are still human beings. And so the same laws apply, the same things that work still work, right? And the same things that don't work still don't work. And so in the same way, that if you were to restart human civilization, again, the nukes come down, Yellowstone volcano erupts, whatever it is, what you would again see is patriarchy, quote unquote. What you would see is all these strong men in a society step up and lead and take over things. The women follow them. And again, the weaker men follow them too. And that's what you would see. If you were to restart civilization tomorrow, that is what would happen 100% of the time. And perhaps in the 0.1% of cases where the women do step up and decide they're going to be the leaders, what's going to happen in that society? They're going to get destroyed, right? They would get annihilated and killed by the tribes that are not led like that. I mean, this is true. This is true, right? And so I think if this whole concept of feminism cannot exist in a true state of nature, if it is not human nature, and if we are in defiance of human nature, then that can only last so long. And you are seeing that in modern society. You are seeing that in modern society again, because what has happened to the United States and the West since we embraced feminism? We were the greatest powers on the planet, right? Not just the United States, but just the Western world as a whole, dominated the entire planet. And within sort of 100 years or so, a few decades of embracing this whole concept of feminism, you know, already you see what's happening, and you see kind of the fallout of all of that. And how long, really? How long until you know, the consequences of feminism catch up to us, and we collapse, and in the end return to the natural state of human existence, which is patriarchy. Okay, I hate to tell you, you know, and I know even maybe some people in who watch this channel will be like, that's a bit much. No, again, that's just reality. The patriarchy, quote unquote, is humanity. That is the reality of human existence. And no matter how much you try to change, but equality, I wish that men and women were the same. They're not. You can wish away all you want. It's not reality. It's not truth. Okay? Patriarchy is truth. Male headship is the natural state of humanity. Do you know what this is right here? This is a can of Celsius. Celsius is an energy drink that destroys your liver. Do you know what does not destroy your liver, though? Leaving a like and subscribing to the channel, so be sure to do so, and be sure to check out the Vince Dao Show every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which likewise does not destroy your liver. Celsius, destroy liver. Liking and subscribing does not. Last I checked, I do the math. If you like and subscribe, you still have one functional liver. Can't say the same about the Celsius, so do that.